Hey guys, so today I am going to do more of an eye focus video, and I wanted to do that because I had the L'Oreal, hold on, let me read it, the L'Oreal Infallible Paints liquid eyeliners. I had the prettiest colors. They sent me like all the colors and they were so pretty, so I have been dying to get my hands on these and do a video on it so you guys could see. They're very affordable price, so that's why I was like even more interested in them. The price varies. I looked it up online and like I think at Target it was like $8, at Ulta it was like 10, a little bit more. At Rite Aid and CVS it was like $8, I don't know, but it's in that price range from like $8 to $10. So I was like, I have to try these and let everybody know if they're good or not, because I know some people are like afraid to play with color, but it's summertime guys, so if you're gonna play with color, like this is the best time to do it. Like I said, I was just dying to get my hands on these and I wanted to just play with them and try them. So that's basically what I'm doing in this video, and I kind of did like a double, not a double liner, but I used two colors for my eyeliner. I used black and I used the blue, and it's just so pretty. I love it so much. So I just wanted to have fun with this eye look, and I'm not going to be focusing on skin in this video or anything like that, just eyes. So if you guys are interested in seeing how the L'Oreal Infallible paints work, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I did my brows already. You guys know I always like to do my brows first. If you guys want to see how I do my brows, I recently did like an updated eyebrow routine, so it's the same. I always do the same thing. And I have nothing else on. I have no foundation, no nothing. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. And the first thing that I'm going to use is my Lid Lock Eye Base. So this is from Tarte. I've never used this before. As you can see, I've never touched it. This is what the cap looks like, just in case you're wondering. And yeah, I'm just going to dip my finger in here and see how this works. So I'm going to put this on my lid. I don't always wear eye primer, but I have been lately because it's been so hot out. If you guys know, if you guys live in New York, you know what I mean. Like, it's just been so humid and it just rains all the time. Like, it's been such a rainy summer. All it does is rain here. Well, at least I feel like all it does is rain. So that's very annoying, and my makeup is always like slipping around now because it's just so hot. Like, it's always like 90, super humid and raining. So, you know, that's just like the perfect, beautiful weather. So I've been having to wear primers lately, which I don't always do because I don't always have to do that. So I think this is good enough. I just put a little bit. I feel like there looks like there's more in that, but that's fine. So the first thing that I'm going to use is this Color Riche. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. Color Riche Pocket Palette, and this is by L'Oreal. It's the number 104 and it's called French Biscuit. So this is what the palette looks like, and it's got like a brown in there, it's got like a light pink, a more shimmery brown, and like a dark, maybe black silver. I don't know how to describe it. So the first color that I'm going to use is this one. I'm going to use the pink one, and I'm just going to see how this looks in my crease and if it's too light or it doesn't show up. So I'm just going to see. Oh yeah, this is super light. Okay, so now that I put it on that eye, I'm going to have to put it on the other one. So let me just like blend this out really quick. I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. I'm just going to blend it. It's super light on me, so I'm just gonna blend. And I've only used the brown color in this palette, so I wasn't sure. I wanted to make use of the rest of the palette, but now I'm just gonna use this brown color, and I'm gonna use this in my crease. And like I said, I've used this one before, so I know that this one is going to show. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the outer edge of my lid, and I'm going to blend it into my crease. Now I'm going to try to keep the colors like neutral because I want to do a colorful liner, so I'm not going to go like crazy with the colorful eyeshadows like I usually do. So that's why I'm just putting this brown in the crease, just so I can have like a crease color. And if I want, I can always go back and like build that color, but I'm pretty sure that I want to keep my eyeshadows pretty neutral. So that's why I'm using these, and I really like this brown. I feel like it's a very like neutral, everyday brown. I mean, if you're my complexion, if you're lighter, of course it's going to be a darker shadow on you, but for me right now, this is like a very neutral color. I also used it for like a smoky eye, and it was really good for that. But anyway, so now I'm going to go on to the L'Oreal Infallible Paints, and this is the Eyeshadow Stick. and this is the number 316 Cool Ivory. So this is what this one looks like, and I am going to take the champagne side. This side's more champagne. This one's more like gold champagne. This one's like a little bit lighter. I'm gonna take the gold, and I'm just gonna put this like on my lid. And I'm gonna blend that out. And what's good about these sticks is that they're like very blendable. So, I mean blendable. They are blendable. But I meant to say buildable. So if you want like more color, or you feel like you're not getting enough pigment out of it, you could just like add another layer once it dries. And these also dry pretty quickly. I mentioned that when I used one of these in my last video, I said that they dry pretty quickly, so you kind of have to like work fast. I was using a matte color in this video, and now I'm using like more of like a shimmer, and I feel like this one's not drying as fast as the matte one. So if you're gonna go purchase these, just keep this in mind. And if you're like, you know, a new makeup wearer, these dry really fast, so they might be a little bit harder for you to work with. You know, things that are more creamy tend to be less hard to blend and work with, because you could always go back and just, you know, manipulate it how you need to. And I'm just doing the other eye now. Same thing, putting on my lid. So now I am going to use another L'Oreal shadow, and this is the Infallible Paints Metallic Eyeshadow. And I don't know what color this is. I don't think it says it on here. So this is what the shadow looks like. It's like a pink shadow, a light pink shadow. And again, it's the L'Oreal Paints, but it doesn't have a name on here. I don't know why. I feel like every cosmetic product has a name, but it's not on here. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna put it on top of the cream shadow that I just put on. And I'm just putting this on with my finger. I'm not even using a brush, so you could use your finger. I feel like with these, like the texture of these shadows, if you use your finger, it's like more pigmented. So yeah. Okay, so I think these shadows are so pretty. I love them. I'm like obsessed with them. I love mixing like a liquid cream shadow and then putting like a powder on top. It just helps it pop so much. So I love that. So now I'm gonna go in with a Stila product, and this is their Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. So this is what it looks like. You guys have probably seen this. This is like the glitter shadow, and this is Diamond Dust, so it's like their silver shadow, and I'm going to put that on top of the L'Oreal eyeshadow that I just put on. And oh my god, you only need a tiny bit of this. You do not need a lot of this. This is like so glittery. I mean, unless you're doing like a full-on glitter look. I'm just like concentrating it in that same area that I put the other L'Oreal shadows on. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Just gonna place it on top of those other shadows. Okay, so now the fun part. I am so excited. I'm gonna use a blue liner today, and I never like use colorful liners, so I'm so excited. Like, I just want to do something different with my makeup today. I always do like the same things. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints, again, liquid liner. So this is what it looks like. So this one is the color 304 Liquid Aqua. Okay, so it's like a felt tip like this. And I've never tried these before, so this is my first time trying this. I'm just gonna make a winged liner. Alright, so I put the liner on, and I feel like it's not like, you can't really see, you can see it, but it's like really light. So I'm going to put like a concealer against it to make it look a little more like blue so you could see it. Yeah, like you see it covered up the darkness. Yeah, but other than that, I like this liner. I'm kind of surprised at how good the formula is, especially like a light liquid liner, because you know when you have like colorful liners, it's really hard to get them to be pigmented and actually show up and not be choppy and like streaky, and this is not doing that. It's actually like really pretty and super pigmented, so I love that. And now I'm just gonna go on with another layer. I let it dry, but I'm gonna go on with another layer to make it like a little bit more, well, to make it pop a little bit more. Okay, so I went and I did the other eye, and I noticed that like as you let them dry and you keep on applying, like you could layer this product and it's so good. Like I was saying before, when I started with this eye, I noticed that like it was pigmented, but it was like a little bit dim, and then I let it dry and I went back on with like another layer, and now they are like so bright. Okay, so I am like super impressed. Like I am obsessed with the color. I think they are so nice. These are such an affordable price. Like I'm looking online right now on my phone, and it says at Target they're $8, and it says Rite Aid is $8. So that is such a good price, especially for the quality. Like these are so good. I want to play with more. So I'm gonna add another color. So now I'm gonna add Intrepid Teal, and it's this color. So I'm gonna like add this. I'm gonna find a way to add this. I'm just gonna apply like closer to my lash line and see what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of black really close to my lash line too, and I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Alright, so this basically just helped like to define my eye a little bit. And so now I'm gonna just go over on top so I could like brighten that blue a little bit. You can't even see the teal anymore because I like covered it with the black, but the teal was so pretty. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Okay, so now that I'm obsessed with this L'Oreal liner, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add some more Stila glitter. Yeah. I feel like I'm like going crazy with this now. You know when you're like, oh, I'm not gonna add a little glitter, I'm gonna put a tiny bit. LOL. My eyes have glitter all over them now. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my waterline, my lower waterline, and I'm going to put some just black liner. Now I'm just smoking out the lower lash line. I'm using the brown from the L'Oreal palette like I used before. I'm going to put like a drop of glitter in the center. And then I like pat it down. And so now I'm going to go do the rest of my face. I'm going to put my foundation, concealer, powder, blush, lipstick, everything, and I'm going to be right back. Okay guys, so I have basically put on everything, my foundation, concealer, powder, blush, everything. So if you guys have any questions about what I use, I always put everything and all the products that I use in my description, so check that if you ever have any questions. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really just wanted to play with the eyeliners in this video. I didn't focus on skin or anything like that. Why is it so loud? Why? Okay. But yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video, and I will talk to you later.